YouTube? Your boy Bosco back again. Bobby Thrift back again. Shout out to everybody watching on Bosco Mitchell and Bobby Thrift. Lunchtime live, midday live. Talk about a few different things that you guys can see in the title. Bradley Beal, officially a Phoenix Sun. He was introduced today. Word on the street is that the Suns are trying to holler at John Wall, or Bradley Beal's trying to recruit John Wall to go to Phoenix. That would be kind of crazy too, you know. We did go by 2 stores today. I did find a couple things that I will share that I posted in my Discord. You can join my Discord. Link is in the description box. Of course, Energy 810 Discord. And the other thing I want to talk about is what I recently just heard Jerry West say to Paul George's face, which was kind of crazy. Paul George had Jerry West on his podcast, and Jerry West himself was like, well, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play it. Let me load this up and play it. I was kind of surprised at it. I didn't even see the podcast when it actually happened. I just happened to be watching one of these sports shows, and the guys on the sports show was talking about it. I'm like, how did Jerry West just say that to him? I mean, not how. I'm kind of glad he did, but it's just shocking to see an owner or a general manager, be honest, brutally honest with the players, to their face. It wasn't like he said it in a news article like on another podcast. He said it to Paul George in his face. So that was very interesting to see. If any of you guys went out there already and did some sourcing this morning, let me know what you guys found. I only hit up 2 stores today because I have more things to get into and do. So I didn't have time to go to a few different locations. I just went to 2, but I did look in depth. I did not come across what I was mainly looking for. Unfortunately, I do feel like they're still out there in the street. Like, I don't think that the Mitchell and Ness era is gone. I did find some Mitchell and Ness hats that I might have, I thought about them. Well, that's what's in the thumbnail actually on Bobby Thrift. Jesse T, what's good with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely it is a good time to go sourcing right now. There is a lot of things out there still. Just because you go to one store, don't really find nothing. Go to a bunch of stores, as many as you can in a day. Normally, I would have went to maybe 2 to 3 more, 4 more possibly, but like I said, I can't really make that happen. It's all good. I did find something I was cool with. But what I really went there for, which was those Mitchell and Ness jerseys and shorts, I didn't find them. Let me see if I can find this really quick. But yeah, shout out to everybody who was in the live stream last night. We went live last night for a little while, a couple hours on there too, talking about a bunch of different topics as well, as we always do. Let me see if I got this here. Do I have it here? If I have it here, will it play here? Hopefully it will. Like I said, you might not feel like this is anything, but I just think it's kind of interesting. You know what I mean? You just don't hear too many GMs telling their players this. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, can he go to the Suns? Hey, shout out to you, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Chango, what's good? 99, what's going on? Welcome to the stream too. Kyrie to the Suns, that's one of the things they're talking about also. That's another rumor that's been discussed. Kyrie said, or in reports that were put out yesterday, that Kyrie wants to play for his forever home or finish his career with the next team he signs with. There definitely is rumblances of him going to Phoenix. There's rumblances of Westbrook growing there. There's latest details or rumors is that Bradley Beal in Phoenix is trying to extend and get John Wall over there too. Mean little situation they're trying to set up over there. Mean little situation. Oh man, I just opened something by mistake. Mean little situation that they have developing over there in Phoenix. They still have a ways to go as far as filling out the rest of their roster, but at least their core 4 right now is looking pretty solid. Or core, 4 with KD, Booker, Beal, and then you got DeAndre Ayton. Of course, if they can get him on the right foot, then they should be good. They should be a solid situation. Yeah, so I was watching, I think it was Colin Cowherd. I had it on in the background, and he had somebody on there, and they were just talking about NBA stuff. And the dude mentioned how Jerry West was on the podcast with Paul George. And he just pretty much told him, like, we can't do nothing because you guys are injured all the time. And I'm just like, what? I mean, it's facts. These 2 guys on my shirt that I like so much Both of them, bro. Both of them. You know what I mean? Let's see if this plays. Hopefully it does. Sometimes the audio be tripping a little bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Okay. It's not playing at all. So for some reason, that's not playing there. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know why it's not playing. Is there a volume thing on this? All right. Hopefully this plays together. Shout out to Jerry West, man. Very iconic guy, iconic player, iconic to the league. He is the logo. If you did not know, that NBA logo is him, Jerry West. He's been known for a long time for his eye for talent. He's been a great talent scout for over the years. He's found a lot of gems in the rough, diamonds in the rough, needles in the haystacks. Jerry West's opinion in the basketball world is definitely valued and important, and it means something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to see that he said this to Paul George. It might be light to y'all. To me, it's not so much.
2 chances here with the Clippers, 2 chances. And for whatever reason, the big guy in the sky didn't want us to get there.
Right.
Injuries. I've never seen anything like this in my life. In my whole life, 2 players the caliber of you and Kawhi can't play half the season.
Mm-hmm. And Paul George just has to eat that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2 guys like you, 2 guys with your caliber can't play half the season. You don't hear somebody saying that to a player who's going, you don't see this situation. I don't remember seeing this. Maybe behind closed doors, GMs talk to their players and they say this. Maybe that's the case. I'm not in those rooms. I wouldn't know. But to see that, this is the first time I've ever seen this interaction. The GM from the current, like he's the current player. It's not like, well, maybe Paul George might be leaving. That's what a lot of rumors are too. People are trying to shop for Paul George. But as of now, as the recording of this, that is Paul George's overseer. You know what I'm saying? The GM of the team. So for a GM to tell his player, you're too injured, like you're injured all the time, like you guys are, we must be cursed or something. You know what I mean? To tell him on his podcast, I think that's just wild, bro. I think that is just, you don't see that. You don't see that.
Kawhi can't play half the season.
Kawhi is built. He's not a frail dude. He's not a Wemby. He's not a KD size. He's a strong dude. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy to see that he gets hurt as much as he does. I know injuries is injuries. That's how it goes. But he misses a lot of games, and a lot of times it comes out of nowhere. He'll have a game, a streak of like 10 games played, balling out, looking like, all right, we here. And then just out of nowhere, right before a game, oh, Kawhi can't play. And I think that's unfortunate. It's always something with the Clippers, always something with the Cowboys. It's always something, bro.
I feel so badly for him. It drives me crazy. He doesn't have a chance, and he works his fanny off. And I say to myself, who are you going to win with? You're going to win with guys like you because you have to do the heavy lifting at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. Some people can't do that. Mm-hmm. You and Kawhi can do it. You go home and you say to yourself, my gosh, it's almost like there's a jinx somewhere. But that was tough. That's tough for me when I see that, even today.
Yeah. I really thought that was that was kind of interesting to me, the fact that he was able to say that. He said that, you know what I mean? And it's the truth, so you can't take it but for face value for what it is. I just really thought it was, crazy to see a general manager say that to the player, to his face. But it needs to happen. Yeah, Jay Black. I don't the only way I feel like if Kyrie went to Phoenix, that would have to be a sign and trade thing, obviously. The trade talks for Dallas, when they were talking and signing trades with Kyrie, it was always Kyrie and JaVale McGee. Sign and trade Kyrie, JaVale McGee to somebody for something. So if they did make the move and got Kyrie and JaVale McGee swapped over to Phoenix for DeAndre Ayton and maybe a pick or two, that's, I think, a way that it could happen. I don't know if the money works out, but that's just the way I feel like it could happen if it was going to happen. Kyrie, JaVale McGee, sign and trade to Phoenix for DeAndre Ayton and whatever else. But it looks like they might want to stay with DeAndre Ayton. So I don't know how Kyrie could get there. There's talk of Westbrook's too, but Westbrook, he makes more money staying with the Clippers, I think. Plus, the Clippers, he has his role. They want him there. There's no question on what they want from him there. He can be himself. I think Phoenix, he will still have to tone it down, which he has been able to do. But I don't know. What's good, 99? What's good with you? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I just thought that was kind of different to hear him say that. It's like we're jinxed or something, We got two guys like you who are good. You guys can hold down the game at the end, closers, talented, all of that stuff. But for some reason, there's always a bug going on to where it doesn't work out for us. And my main thing was the start of it. The finish of it was good, but I'm talking about the start of it when he's like, you guys can't play half the season. That's where it's a little different. It's true.
The big guy in the sky didn't want us to get there.
No, let's
here with
that.
the Clippers.
Let's
two
go.
chances. And for whatever reason, the big guy in the sky didn't want us to get there.
Right.
Injuries. I've never seen anything like this in my life. In my whole life, two players the caliber of you and Kawhi can't play half the season.
Uh-huh. What do you say besides when it's true? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. We got to see what's going to happen if they're going to get rid of Paul George or not. What's going to happen with Kawhi. This stuff has been happening for a long time with him when it comes to the injuries. So who knows, man? The summertime is where all the talk start happening, all the rumors start flying and circulating. Nobody knows what's going to actually happen. So hopefully at some point some moves can be made to where the team is pretty decent, pretty good, at least watchable during the regular season. You know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody here chilling out. We are live on Bosco Mitchell. Hit the like button if you haven't done so, as well as Bobby Thrift, and on Twitch right now as well. So we're streaming on all three platforms. So check those out if you haven't done so. And like I said, hit that like button too. So that was one thing I saw that was pretty crazy. I feel like there's some more things too, and it will come to me as I get to it. Okay. Hold on. And he'll get hurt. Yeah, because you've heard that many times before, right? You've heard those questions many times before. Let's see what I posted in the so for the retail arbitrage part, going out and doing some sourcing, like I said today, I only went past 2 stores, which was a Burlington and Ross right next door to each other. And they had some pretty interesting finds. Some of this stuff, of course, I want feedback from you guys who are out there in the streets hustling and finding stuff. I'm somebody who've been letting you guys know I'm very picky when it comes to grabbing stuff now. It has to be a good sell-through rate, good margins, good condition, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's no more of the wait it out, or I could do this, I could do that. Nah, you got to be selective, man. That's just important to continue to keep it flowing. What is going on here? Hold on. It's midday, so it's going to be active out here in the streets. Ambulance went by pretty loud. Of course, it's always added back. So I went by Burlington today, and I did not find any Mitchell and S jerseys or hats like I was looking for. And I went through the whole store. I went through men's athletics. I went through the boys' athletics. I went through women's athletics because I always look through them departments anyway. But I just went through all the departments. I even went through departments that I normally don't because, a lot of times people do come there and they do move stuff around to hide it for themselves at a later date. I honestly feel like when I found that Phoenix Suns, the Steve Nash jersey, I felt like that might have been the case. That jersey was like in the kids section. Maybe the person put it out wrong. I don't know, but I found it in another section. When I found the Mike Bibby Vancouver Grizzly Mitchell and Ness jersey, that was in a different part of the men's section. Like somebody might have tried to hide it. So I looked through all the different sections just to see, because I'm for, in case somebody tried to hide it or it was misplaced or put somewhere else. Um, did not find any jerseys or shorts, but I did find some Mitchell and Ness hats. $12.99 on these. I'm not sure what the retail tag is because they didn't really show it. Laker, a black on black with the stitched in like patches on the side. Pretty dope hats. There was like two different Laker hats. This one with the Western Conference patch on the side, Mitchell and Ness across the back. They were both like the flexible snapbacks, so it has like the elastic band on the inside, and it's still a snapback. So I guess that's pretty dope. Not mad at those. Good to see that there's some hats there. $12.99, $14.99 is not bad. But being picky and honestly, going to a lot of different stores and knowing that I find hats like this and even better than this for cheaper than this, without being able to get some. It was a Mitchell and Ness hat, so I know it could go, but I just didn't have the confidence in it. And what I mean by that, like I had the confidence to where I could have grabbed it and put it on my website, which is probably what I could have did or should have did. But I'm really trying to find things where I can like drop them off and have them go somewhere else, meaning Amazon. So if it's not the jerseys or the shorts, even though I have hats available, I just decided not to pull the trigger on those because I know that I'll be able to find something like this or even better in a couple weeks when Lids have their big sale. I go to a few Lids around, so I can definitely list, that's why. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments here in the chat or in the video when I release it if I should have grabbed it or not. You know what I mean? But they are dope. Mitchell and Ness hats. They had a few different colorways there. But I just left them. Maybe somebody else will grab them. Actually, one of them, because there was two of the one with the patch on the side. I did get one for somebody, but as far as for me personally, I left them alone. But they are a good value. You know what I'm saying? I found these shorts too. These polo shorts. Perfect for summertime. I do like the color combination. But I only do clothes that I can shoot. You guys know, if you know me, I don't really dibble with too many clothes unless I can sell it a certain way. And this would have been a Macari or eBay find, which I feel, well, I don't do eBay, but Macari find, and I probably would have had it for a little while. I don't know. Do I have the price point of them? Yeah, this is what made me want to grab them, but they were $29, and the retail tag was $148. So that's a really good gap. I have bought stuff like that before though, and it's been a dud, or I had it for a long time. So this doesn't move me like it used to. Maybe if that was $19.99, $15.99, maybe even $24.99, even though that's a few dollars. That $30 plus the tax, there's a profit margin still. But how often are people looking for this? I did not do the homework on the item to see like how many were listed on eBay or anything like that. But somebody will let me know in the comment section, and when I see it again, I know to grab them. Ralph Lauren, they clean. There were some clean shorts. I just was not trying to dibble with them. I just left them there. We'll see what happens. Maybe I passed up on some money. What is going on? Let me see something, because I don't know if the chat is still there or not. Sometimes things be glitching. Shout out to anybody here watching. I appreciate you guys. Because it's just weird. Like it's stuck on the very last. Hold on, let me check it. I'm just checking something out, y'all. Let me see. Just want to double check something. Okay, so it is working. People just chilling out and watching. That's fine. So yeah, found those pretty good finds. But those are some things that I passed on. I'll be transparent and trying to show you guys it's not about grabbing everything you see, but being picky about the things you do see and making sure of it. Sometimes I get to the point now where I'll leave my money in the I'll leave my money or way of payment in the car. I'll do that. Sometimes I'll do that to make sure that whatever I'm gonna get, I want to get it. So if it's worth it, I'll go to the car and get my stuff and pay for it. You know what I mean? I don't do that all the time, just maybe at my home store that I go to all the time when I know the people, I'll just go put it on hold real quick and then come back and scoop it up. So one thing that I did do was let's see. So we got those. Shout out to everybody here. I appreciate that. We got 6 likes in the main channel. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Hit the like button no matter where you're watching from. So the polo shorts, pretty nice. Then I came across these, and these slides is something I did scoop up. These were no brainers. I still have these here because I didn't go ship them off yet. I will be taking I will, when I end my live stream here, I will prep this and send this in with a few other items that I have to send in to Amazon. But these right here are ridiculous. Like I like them. I wouldn't, I like the color combination. I don't know if I like it to have it personally, but I do like the color combination on it. Got the little design, pretty crazy. And the ranking for these, you guys are watching the video, really good ranking and a lot of reviews for it. So we scooped these up. They were only $13. So $13, they're selling for over 45 to 50 bucks. So it was a no-brainer for these. I found 2 of those. So I definitely made sure to grab that because I'm like, no, we gotta run those. It's slide season. That's why I gotta get it in here now, not wait a little while to post it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so those slides is something I did come home with today. Luckily, I mean, I wish I would have found some Mitchell and that stuff, but it is what it is. These Ed Hardy hats have been floating around a little bit more too. Got hair flying around. These Ed Hardy hats have been floating around a lot more too. And there's some of them that do have value. I remember when Ed Hardy was really a popular thing. It's crazy to see these. I don't want to say crazy to see, but it's wild to see these hats now making it to Ross because these were some of the more lavish hats, more of expensive hats. But there were no comps on this at all when I checked it out. Plus, it wasn't 19; it was like 29 or something like that. Or no, probably not 29. Maybe like 24 for the hat. It was more than the $19 hat. In my last video I dropped when I found that red Ed Hardy hat, if you guys saw my last video, that one was 19 bucks, selling for like 50, which might have made more sense. This one here wasn't the same at all. It was like 30 bucks being sold. So it wasn't too much of a big deal. Seeing these again, man, these superstar, or not superstars, I call them superstars all the time. I get mixed up, but the top 10, this colorway, this is a size 13, 44 bucks, so $45, and they are reselling for like 100 to 110. Not many listed. For some reason, I don't know. If it was $24, maybe a little easier. I'm just bearing with the edge of caution. Did I say that right? I'm moving on the side of caution when it comes to this stuff. This is a shoe that I like, that I would maybe get it to maybe try to sell it. And then if it didn't sell, one day I'll be like, damn, that would look hard with my outfit. And then I'll wear it because I only bought it for 44 bucks. And then I just, I'm not trying to add shoes to my collection. I'm only trying to add shoes to the collection to sell them. Came across some more football jerseys. Number 22 on the Carolina Panthers. And then, of course, you guys see the 96 jersey. It's a Raiders jersey. On the field jersey, 39 bucks. Did not pick it up. I still have my Landry jersey. Still have that Commanders jersey. We're not officially in NFL season yet, but unless it's somebody I really know or a player I really know and the jersey makes sense and not in like a 3XL like that one was, then, it's going to stay there. So pretty good situation with these 2 jerseys here. I definitely feel like there is some value with the Raiders jersey. It was $39 for the Ross retail tag, and for some reason only $100 for the Nike tag. And I'm like, how does all the other Nike jerseys that look like this, 150, 130, but this Raiders jersey is only 100? Like, what, do the Raiders suck like that? That's kind of weird. Hey, boy, what's good? Welcome to the stream, my dude. How you doing today? At this particular time in the stream, I'm just discussing some of the things I came across while doing some early morning sourcing. I only went to 2 stores today, just to check and see what was in there, get some more content, of course, and then see if there was anything to scoop up. Next up, I came across these Project Rock shorts, Under Armour, the Rock shorts. If you know, I do have the website. I do have some clothing items there too. But those clothing items are things that I have recently that I feel like could sell there. But I'm not really trying to do too many clothing items on my website. Maybe jerseys, maybe like, unless like certain niche things. And this might fit that category too, but I don't know how many people are wearing these type of shorts. So this would be an Amazon find. But when I looked it up on Amazon, I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if it had any history, like no past bids or no sales, or maybe it just didn't come up. I don't think maybe it just didn't come up, because I did look it up, because it's a Under Armour Project Rock thing, and usually Project Rock does well on all platforms. How can I check my history of scans? History. Did I look it up or not? I'm just trying to check on my phone and see if I looked this. No, I didn't look them up because they didn't come up when I scanned them. But $16.99 for 55 is definitely a good flip for a lot of people in other places, other platforms too. I'm not too big for it, but just on my movement and how I get around, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. Did find some LeBron merch for the first time in a long time. Hopefully more of the LeBron strive for greatness. Maybe I don't know, but maybe we can start finding those Chosen One sweaters. There was a Chosen One sweater that came out with the LeBron 19 Space Jam shoe. You only got the sweater if you bought the Space Jam shoe. And, one would think that they sold out of all of them, but you think they sell out of everything, and they really don't. You see them at the outlets months later, or, a year or something later. And now we're starting to get LeBron Strive for Greatness merch. Some of that merch is dope. It's just that it is pricey. Like when I see it in Foot Locker or Nike, the stuff looks good. Some of it is good quality, but they just tax. This one here, $14.99, $40 on the shirt. Not too bad, but as you can see, there's not even a lot of profit right there. And it was like it was an XL, but what did I just do? Oh, it was an XLT. But it just looked like a much bigger. I don't know if the sizing was off on it or not. And that's the one thing that you do still have to be mindful about when it comes to Ross, because they do have a lot of good things there, a lot of brand new items there. But sometimes you can come across some items that are like quote unquote B grade, and that can really hurt you if you don't see that and then you sell it somewhere and the buyer sees that, especially if you're doing it on an Amazon platform. That can really go bad against your account. Sometimes if you're selling on OfferUps or Macari's, people don't pay attention to some of the things like that, but you might get the person who does. So you just want to make sure you pay attention to that. Like, even for example, we were talking about that Iverson jersey that we found not too long ago that I left because I just didn't feel right with it. I just didn't think it was cool. A lot of people left comments saying that they felt like it looked fugazi too. Somebody might have did a switcheroo and put another jersey there instead of the Iverson jersey. Is it still here? Yeah. I was talking about this last night too. Hold up, we got people outside. You guys might not be able to hear it so much, maybe when it's like right next to me. I don't know. You know what I mean? Sick with the kicks. We at it again. I went around today, so I figured since I got some early sourcing in, let me come on and get some live in before I get to some more work. I like to go live often as I can. You know what I mean? Where was I at? So yeah, so you have to be wary about some of the products, because some of the products could have slight things wrong with them, things that you might not care about, but the next person might, especially if you're trying to sell it. But if you're buying it for yourself, then it doesn't matter if you don't care. But yeah, like even with this Iverson jersey, it just looked a little suspect to me. And then it also had some snags on it. That's why I left it. But yeah, I've learned over time, like at Marshall's for sure. I think I might have experienced it more with Marshall's finds than Ross, but I've been told it's definitely at both places where the alignment could just be slightly off on the product, and it's not something significant enough where they label it. They don't label clothes B grades in the store. You know what I'm saying? They just happen to be that. So that's just one thing you got to look out for. And I started off saying that because this jersey that I was looking at, oh no, not the jersey, but the shirt, it looked a little bigger than the size that was on the tag. And it could just be that that's the fit for that shirt. I didn't try it on, but it just looks so much bigger than the extra large. You know what I mean? This was the design on the back. Lion's face, the LeBron logo, and then you have like a little detailing on the sleeve with the Nike swoosh right there too. Pretty clean situation, pretty good price point for the personal, not nothing for resale though. Came across these at Burlington. This was in the women's section, the women's actives wear. These are like tennis shorts. They had a tennis skirt right next to it too that I would have scooped up, but it didn't come up when I scanned it. These shorts $12.99 for the retail $65 on an Amazon trip. That's a great. There's profit there all day to be made. But these, okay, same thing. Oh, I don't have the picture of the skirt. Yeah, they had this tennis skirt that was kind of like the same colorway as the shorts. Retail, the skirt was actually more than these shorts were, but the retail price was about the same as these shorts. So it was like $12.99, but the retail tag on the skirt was like 75 or $80. I'm like, damn, I wish that would have went. I wish I could have found that. And I did all my little extra research ways to figure it out, but it just wasn't there. Came across a Puma soccer jersey. More so for the looks, $9.99 for 30 is cool, but usually if it was $90, sometimes those things be like 75 to $90 on some, not this type of shirt, but some Puma tags, you know what I mean? So I was just hoping that was the case, but it was not. Kind of a light day, as you guys can see. I mean, the slides for me was not so much light. I like what I came across because those are going to be some good profit for me, and they will sell pretty much as soon as I drop them in there. The ranking on them was 10K in the summertime with 961 reviews and 4.5 stars. So those things will go quickly. I try to find things that will turn over quickly. So that's why I get more and more picky. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to rhyme, but that's just what it is. Because shit can get sticky, when you're sitting around on stuff for a minute. Just get a little bit annoying. More Kyrie fly traps. This is the fly trap 5. Yeah, the fly trap 5's there. Some pretty cool things I came across today. Nothing to really write home and be like, oh my God. But there were some things there to make some profits off of, or for the personal if you're looking. So I just want to kind of show that off of 2 stores. I went to Burlington maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes after they opened. And then I went to Ross and they had already been open for a minute. And let me see, was there anything over here for stores? I think we talked about this yesterday. This stuff here. Okay, it's gonna take forever. Oh. Okay, shit was tripping. Okay. I'm like, did I not have my screen sharing? I'm like, did I not have my screen sharing? I could have swore I did. I know my signal's kind of acting funny right now. Maybe acting funny sometime. Forgive me for that. EDs was good. This was in the North Hollywood section. The Burlington and Ross that are next to each other. Pretty dry. I mean, they had some things there, but nothing too crazy to write home about. I mean, I showed you guys basically what I put in my Discord. When I'm out and about, if you're on my Discord, I show what's out there. So if you want to see or go to the spot that I'm at or something like that, I definitely share the information. And other people do the same thing when they're out there hunting too. So I appreciate everybody who contributes to the Discord. No pressure. Just if you're part of it, you see something like you want to post it, go ahead, feel free. Pretty cool situation though. I mean, like I said, I'm happy with the 2 things I got because of the fact that, or 3 things, but those 2 slides, I'm happy for those because they were so cheap and they had a pretty good margin. So later on, after I send some stuff into Amazon, I got some other things to take care of, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I want to go back and check out some other stores this evening to go look for those because I want to find some more of those slides. But I want to find more slides and more Mitchell and Ness. That's kind of where my mind is at right now. And of course, we searched through the other sections to see if we could find other things. Danny Cruz was good. Shout out to you, my dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching, man. What's it like out there in Jersey right now? Big shout out to you. Hit the like button, you guys, if you haven't done so already. As you see on the ticker, we're gonna take a shot. You can take one with me if you're at home. You got something to take a shot with. Every 10 likes, I'm gonna kind of keep that going on the stream unless I don't have some liquor with me. I'm not an alkie, but sometimes I still got my Lobos here from yesterday, so we're gonna at least do this every stream till the Lobos is gone. Every 10 likes that one of my channels gets, we go ahead and take a shot, or you can do a $5 super chat or donation and we'll take a shot. Maybe any I'm like, should I do any level of donation? I'll take a shot. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe we could do that too. Today, happy hour, any level of donation, I'll take a shot as a celebration. And then I'll just be drunk during the daytime. Shit. Well, I don't know if I want to do that really. But I just like to have different ways to interact with you guys and maybe entice you guys to hit that like button because it does show the videos to more people and all that stuff. You guys watching YouTube know how that stuff works. But yeah, Energy Discord, Energy 810 Discord, post a lot of things in there, all kinds of topics, sneakers, apparel, of course, sports, all things we talk about in here. And that's crazy. Why are they acting like this right now? Kind of strange. But yeah, so that's the one thing that's good about the Rosses and stuff like that is that you can kind of go to them throughout the day. You don't have to really get there in the morning. You can go out throughout the day and still come up on things. They do restock throughout the day, but it's more ideal to go earlier or just go often. But you'll be surprised. You go to the store when it first open, leave, come back around 12, you find some more stuff. You leave, come back a little later, you might find some more stuff. You know what I mean? It's a really dope situation. I like that they do restock most of the time. Shout out to those stores. We got 7 likes on one side. Let me see what we got on the other side. Maybe it might be time for the shot. The happy hour shot. We started at 12:45. We've been going for about 40 minutes. It feels like it's been a little longer than that. It really do. Feel like it's been a little longer than that, but it's all good in the hood. You know what I mean? It's all good. So, as we already talked about, today's Ross trip, Burlington trip, Bradley Beal becoming a son officially. That's what the title was on Bobby Thrift. That right there is something crazy. The Phoenix Suns gonna look pretty interesting this year. Edie's was good. I didn't know you were watching from Bobby Thrift. I appreciate you. Oh, so we had 10 likes because we got 7 and 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. You know what I mean? So I will do that just based on I have eaten something, haven't I? I had some fruit. So one little happy hour shot won't really hurt. This is actually Kool-Aid. It's just in a fancy bottle. So okay, Lobos. What's up, LeBron? Yeah. But yeah, other than that, maybe there's some sneaker news out there. I'm pretty sure, stuff drops throughout the day all the time when it comes to these sneaker releases. I haven't really checked for nothing too much just because I've been a little gone out there in the streets, handling the business, and we chilling. We super chilling like a villain, man. Do you guys have anything going on or anything you guys would like to discuss today? Anything that stands out? Let me go ahead and go to my Instagram. I'll go to Instagram. No, I'm gonna go to Sneaker Bar Detroit and see what sneakers is coming out. If we heard any new news about some new sneakers that we might be interested in, hopefully the signal's not gonna be messed up too bad. Sometime when I search a new page, okay, we good. All right, cool. All right, so we still good. Sneaker Bar Detroit is a great channel, great website to go to for sneaker updates and information. That's one of the many that I go to. We talked about this yesterday. The Born and Raised is postponed, which is a good thing to see. You know what I mean? You definitely want to be respectable. Nike Dunk commemorates the Houston Comets 4-peat. Had no idea they did that. So the Houston Comets get a special Nike Dunk. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to be in the same page. Let's see if it's interesting. I know a lot of you guys out there like dunks. Dunks are always still popular. Got a little detailing thing on the side. They will retail for $120. What's the side panel? Okay, got the hand with the little 4. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I thought I was sharing the screen. I wasn't the whole time. Question that I have for you guys, too, besides hitting the like button. First question is, did you hit the like button? If you didn't, hit the like button. Secondly, for those of you guys seeing this in the comment section, as we talked about Bradley Beal to the Suns, you know, there's still a lot more to go to. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wow. Okay, so they both could, okay, I'm learning something new. So you could do the banners and the ticker. All right, that's dope. All right. So yeah, that's the question. How far will the Suns go? I'm gonna keep that up for a little bit while we talk about these sneakers too, because we're talking about all of it. You know what I mean? But it's pretty. You know, I like the. I'm always a fan of navy blue and red as a combination. The majority white. I wish they would have flipped it. If they would have made it a white base with navy blue overlays, with the red swoosh, with the navy blue inside the red swoosh. But we going off basically what's in front of us, and these are all right. Not something that I think is going to move the needle too crazy unless you live in Houston or you're a Houston Comets fan, or if you're, oh, wait, I'm tripping. Did I say baseball? I feel like I might have said baseball. I remember the Houston Comets for basketball, WNBA. Definitely, I remember the 4P. They had a squad. I don't know why I thought this was a Houston baseball team. I might have even said, no, I said Comets. But when I said Comets, I thought about Astros. Anyways, that I know the Lobos ain't kicking in that fast. But the colorway's not too bad, you know. Shout out to the Houston Comets. Was Cheryl Swoops on that team? Tina Thompson. They had a squad, man. They won 4 years in a row, bro. The first 4 years of the WNBA, I believe they won it, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, you know the Sparks went on their repeating as champions. Teaser, look at the Nike SB Dunk candy corn. How many of you guys? Is that the only picture they show us? Is just the tongue? A lot of people don't like candy corn. Is this the only picture they're going to show us? If that's the only picture, bro, fuck out of here. Candy corn on the end, so toothache, because you eat them, you get a toothache. Okay, I like the detail. You know what I mean? Not a bad situation. Shout out to Sneaker Bar Detroit for this information, of course. Not something for my collection, of course, but just looking at it, and for you guys out there who might like dunks and SB dunks, if you like candy corn, maybe this might be one you like. I like the candy. A lot of people don't like those. I think at one point I didn't like them, and then I started liking them, and I like them ever since. They're not a bad candy at all, actually. Nike Dunk Low, white and black. I mean, they got 1,000,001 colorways of the dunks, man. Like, are you guys not getting tired of it yet? Are you guys still entertained? How long would it be before the dunks get watered down, like, you know, Air Force Ones or Jordan Ones? You know, I don't see it. I mean, Nike keeps running something in the ground. They keep going and going and going with it. You know what I'm saying? I guess. I mean, will it get old or not? I know the Panda. The Panda's the new shoe sitting around. You see it everywhere. A couple years ago was not the case. Was not the case. Let me see. Oh, so it's 2 tickers and 1 banner, or something like that. Okay. Just trying to make this work. Trying to figure this out. Okay, let's see. Ryan C, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Oh, he just enrolled in Summer League. Very dope. Congratulations. Hopefully he balls out. Shoes that I would recommend, great budget model shoes, is the Immortality. The Immortality like 2. The Giannis Immortality is a good sneaker. So is the Kyrie Infinities are good. You can find them now at Marshalls or at Burlington's for like $54. So that's a good thing. You can't find Kyrie's at the outlets no more, but the Kyrie Infinity, I'm saying that because that's a cheaper shoe. Now it's like 59 or 69 if you go to Foot Locker and they have them on shelves. They're like 59, $69. So I'd say the Immortalities, the Fly Traps are pretty good. Like the Fly Trap, I'm not sure about the 6, but the 5s were good and the ones before that. The Kyrie Low 5 is a good one also. This is not biased because I like Kyrie and his shoes, but those are really good hooping sneakers. Kyrie Low 5, Kyrie Infinity, Giannis Immortality, which is a budget model sneaker. His main silhouette, the 4 is good too, and you might be able to find those on sale. Those are some shoes I would recommend. Those are pretty good hooping shoes as far off the top. LeBrons are good too, but they're still usually priced at like 200 and above. The Witnesses are pretty good too. They're a good budget model sneaker. It just depends on your son's size and height, and if those shoes are heavy for him. You know what I mean? But for like a guard, I would go with the any one of the Kyrie sneakers I talked about, or the Immortality sneakers. You can find them at Bross, or you can find them at Foot Locker. And then another one too that's I haven't tried personally on, but from the aesthetics and the price point, the Trey Unlimited. It's a new sneaker, so that's something that's it's a newer sneaker that is on the market now, um, and it's a standout. It's called the Trey Unlimited. I've seen them mostly at Shoe Palaces, but you can also find them at like Adidas or on Adidas.com too. And that's one that's under $100 too. But yeah, Kyrie Infinity, I'm saying the Infinity because that's the one that's currently marked at like 50, 49, 69, like under $100. Yeah, definitely would be a Halloween dunk with the candy corn dunk. You know, I could totally see that. I don't know when it says it's going to release. I think I went off the page already. Let me go back to it and see if it says when they're going to have a release date for that. It makes sense. Like, why would release bad? Damn, hate that. Maybe it's just because I need to what wired it in. I need to put the wire in for one. That's probably the main reason. That might be the only reason. Damn, I'm going blank like that. Podcast. That's wherever you're watching from. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like that. Maybe tonight I'll make sure to wire it in. Maybe tonight I'll make sure to wire it in so we don't have these issues. But I've had that problem even with a wired in connection. You know, my Spectrum connection is pretty good. It's a pretty solid connection. You know, it usually holds me down. And I could just say maybe just because there's Wi-Fi going on or something that makes that happen, you know. But we've been rocking out for lunchtime today. I hope you guys are having a good day, or your day goes even better after this. If you're going out sourcing, maybe some of the things I showed you, if you have better margins or you have a better way to get it off, maybe those can help you find some stuff. Them slides, if you're doing Amazon, please don't drop the price down. But those slides can probably sell on any platform. They're you know, really colorful, kind of dope. I like the green, I like the orange hint on there too. Kind of think this is a little stylish thing, you know. It is comfortable. $13 as you guys can see. Picked up 2 of them, size 10. You know, we out here, bro. Today, more than likely, I don't know. I don't want to speak on stuff until I for sure know. But more than likely, I will be coming out here, coming back tonight to do another live stream. So, you know, if you guys have opportunity, come by and check that out. Saf, what's going on? I appreciate you coming through. Have you done any sourcing today? Or here's the other question I have, because I have 3 questions in my banners. I'm going to ask them all before I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So the first one was, how far will the Suns go this season? And then, you know, this is a question that's very, you know, interesting because the way times are right now. But what's the next shoe you guys see yourself trying to grab? You know, what's the next sneaker that you, in a perfect world, would be picking up and adding to your collection? For me, I could pretty much say it's going to be the UNC Toe Jordan 1. I think that's probably the next thing for me. Unless you know, I'm really chilling out. Unless I can get some more Gill Zero Resta mods. By the way, go ahead and watch my review on the Gill Zero Resta mod, the Hibachi colorway. Hit the like button on that video and leave a comment of your size, because I will be selecting somebody from that video to give away some Gill Zero Resta mods. I said in that video too. I'll wait to do that winner when I hit 30K. So that could be one of the giveaways I do with whatever other giveaway I do. So you still got some time. Watch that video, leave a comment with your size, where you're watching from, and we'll make it happen, once I select it. And I'll probably either record me selecting the person randomly or do it live. It really just depends. It really just depends. You know what I mean? Other than that, just posted up today, trying to stay out the sun, but in the sun at the same time. If that makes sense. Out the sun, but in the sun, because we need sunlight, but don't want to be cooking because it's starting to get a little warmer. We've had the June gloom. We're about to head into July very, very soon. So, like a day or two, hopefully we can get that official summertime feel, because I feel like we've been getting gypped a little bit out here in LA. Still being super cold in the daytime and even colder at night in June. Like, what the hell? This don't make no sense, bro. What can you do about it, bro? Shout out to everybody who watched from whatever channel you've been watching from, Bosco Mitchell or Bosco 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Or no, we're not Bosco 2.0. We're Bosco Mitchell or Bobby Thrift. I do have a new video on Bosco 2.0 talking about the upcoming Jordan releases for July. Make sure you check out that channel. Subscribe to that channel if you haven't done so already. A lot of good things to look forward to when it comes to July and Jordan retro releases. And I do have a video coming out pretty soon on that channel about other releases coming out in July as well. So stay tuned for that also. You know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all, man. Really do. Hitting the like button, shouting out, chopping it up. 8 likes on one channel. I appreciate that. At this point, I'm kind of out of my topics for the day, but I do like to chill with y'all. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to cam up and come chop it up for a second about something, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat, and we can come through. Now that I got my mixer, you guys can come and chop it up. I can hear y'all. The people can hear y'all. James, what's the word? Shout out to you, man. All your support, watching my videos, hit the like buttons. I appreciate you, my dude. This was like a midday live where I was just chilling out, kind of went over some of my topics. We got Jerry West telling Paul George to his face, "You niggas can't stay healthy. That's why we're not winning." I mean, he didn't say that. He didn't say that, but he said, y'all playing, y'all can't play half the season. On Paul George's podcast, I was so surprised to see that actually happen. He's like, we had you guys seen the clip earlier. I think we had 2 years where we could have did something, but then we got guys like you and Kawhi. You guys can't play half the season. Paul George is like, sign the check. Can I get some more money? You guys know I like the Clippers. I like the Lakers. I like the LA teams. I like the Lakers because LeBron's there, but the Clippers I've been rocking with since I can remember. They've always been disappointing, but it's still a dope LA team. And even though I want the Lakers to win when they play each other now because LeBron's there, they're 10-0. The last 10 games they won. It's like every time they play against LeBron since he's been a Clipper, since he's been a Laker, the Clippers win. And I be wanting Lakers to beat the Clippers in those games because it be seeming like the Lakers need to win more than the Clippers do. You feel me? Yeah, Jerry West left his chill at home. That's a fact. And I like it. I'm here for Jerry. I like Jerry West. He's always been known for a good scout. Found the Nick Van Exels, found the Eddie Joneses, found the Kobe Bryant, of course. Got the call Paul Gasol and made it happen. Found Paul Gasol and later on made that trade happen to benefit Lakers and let Kobe get another ring or two, Like, shout out to Jerry West for that. And for him to say that to the boy's face, like, I just thought that was hilarious. And Paul George, And then when Jerry West is talking about Kawhi, Paul George always injured, like, finishing the sentence for Jerry West. I'm like, wow, bro, that's tough. That's as the dude. What's his name? What's the dude next? Twitch So would say that's tough. Told the man to his face, man. We had a time to win this, but you guys is injured. We got two guys who could win the game at the end of the game and take it over to the top, but the two injured, Paul George is a nice player. He plays great at the end of the games too. He got like the ice in his veins type factor. He definitely shows up at the end of the game. Definitely Kawhi does too, but they're not there sometimes when you need them, like far as physically being there. If they're in the game and you need them to close it out, they can do that. Both of them guys can. But man, do they get injured, man. It's sad, bro. And I know injuries is definitely a part of the game, but like it just doesn't seem right. Like, did San Antonio really mess up Kawhi? Did San Antonio really misdiagnose Kawhi's situation? Did they misdiagnose it so that way they could get off of him later? Even though them misdiagnosing him made him still stay around. He still stayed with the team for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Gabe, what's good with you, bro? How you doing today? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up again. Jerry West was recently on the Paul George podcast, or podcast P, which is a good podcast. He's had some solid guests so far. I like what I've been seeing. So he had his GM, Jerry West, on the show, on the podcast. And Jerry West was talking to him about, I don't know what the question was that brought up the topic, but it was pretty much about the team and how he likes being there, or what it's been like there. Long story short, about what it's been like there for the team. And Jerry West, was sitting there in Paul George's face and was just like, we had a chance. Here, I'm gonna set it up right now. Hold up, Jerry. I want Gabe and everybody else just joining to hear this. Shout out to everybody just joining the stream. I appreciate that. Thanks for chilling out. Everything good for sure, bro. On this Thursday, I'm not sure where you're at, but Thursday, it's afternoon technically. So yeah, it's not in the evening, but Thursday afternoon. Now we got the mixer. I can play the video for you. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. Are we sharing screen? All right, we're sharing screen. All right, let's go. Let me go back over here.
2 chances here with the Clippers. 2 chances. And for whatever reason, the big guy in the sky didn't want us to get there.
Right.
Injuries. I've never seen anything like this in my life. In my whole life, 2 players the caliber of you and Kawhi can't play half the season.
I said that to his face. Usually the saying is like, we just can't get over a hump. One thing here, one thing there happens. Little tweaks happen, and the basketball guys just don't want us to win. He didn't say that though. He said, with guys like you and Kawhi, guys can't play half the season. That's bold. Like James said, he left his chill at the crib. Like, I just ain't heard this before. This might have been said behind closed doors in players' meetings all the time for forever. But this is the first time I heard and seen this on a podcast where the GM is talking to his current player. Paul George is still a Clipper. I don't know if that's going to be the case afterwards. There's talks about him being shopped, teams looking for him, all this extra stuff. They don't know what they're going to do with Kawhi for the future. But for this point right now, he was not lying. The truth definitely hurts sometimes. That's a super factoid right there. And all Paul George can just say is, as you see it. It's small. Let me make it bigger. Pause. All you see Paul George's response is, because he just can't do nothing but agree with that. He can't do nothing else but agree with it. I'm going to bring it back.
2 players the caliber for you and Kawhi can't be bought.
And then to hear Paul George finish the sentence like, get hurt. Because he's probably heard this story a lot from a lot of people. So you already know what he's going to say, but
I feel so badly for him. It drives me crazy. He doesn't have a chance, and he works his fanny off. And I say to him, because you have to do that lifting somewhere.
Like, are you guys cursed? I'm not friends with one of my friends from childhood, or we're cool now. We kind of got over it, but I still ain't really chopped it up with him and saw him. But I wasn't cool with one of my friends for a long time because he said I had a black cloud over me because, like, a couple transactions I was doing went bad, and it was around the time my mom passed too. Like, how do you even say that to somebody? You're a black cloud. You're a jinx, or you're jinxed, or we're jinxed. I don't get that. So I just thought this was hilarious to see and hear somebody actually do it. I thought that shit was hilarious. Jerry was not lying about what he said. The truth does hurt, as everybody was saying. You know what I mean? I just really thought that was an interesting topic. I know they probably talked about a whole lot more before and after that, but that's the clip that made it viral. And the thing is, like, I didn't even see this clip. I was watching some other sports show, and a dude talking to Colin Colherd, or whatever, however you say his last name, mentioned it. Like, yeah, Jerry West pretty much told Paul George to his face on this podcast, blah, 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 blah. I looked that up so quick right before I got on here with the podcast. I'm like, oh, what? Let's talk about this. I didn't know he said that to him before. I had no idea Jerry West said that, man. Shout out to everybody on the the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't done so, of course. Every 10 likes we get, we're gonna take another shot. We already took one shot of Lobos. Didn't really feel nothing. I'm cool with that. Lobos is a good drink. It's easy. It's easy to drink. It's easy to get buzzed off of because it can just continue to go. Let me see. Yeah, so yeah, hit the like button if you haven't done so. We've been chilling out for a little bit, just talking about a few things, basically things that were in the thumbnail. Bradley Beal, for those of you guys just joining, officially was introduced to the Phoenix Suns organization today. And, they're looking pretty mean, man. They're looking pretty mean and vicious. Phoenix look like they could be a pretty good situation out here. Even with Aiden or not Aiden, I feel like where they're at right now with their team, though, I feel like they don't need to add any more superstars or like big names. And this is not out of hate or trying to hate for them so that way they can't win. But when you have Beal, Booker, and KD already, and then you got Aiden, that's enough offense already. And Aiden's not getting enough touches already. So you don't need to bring in somebody else who's going to be a scoring dominant person. You just need to have one of those four guys on the floor at all times with solid, good players around them. So, like, if they added Kyrie to the team, unless they got Kyrie for Aiden, okay, but that don't really make a lot of sense because you got three people already who can handle the ball: KD, Booker, and Beal. So you don't really need Kyrie there because you already got enough ball handling, and you got Cameron Payne coming off the bench. So you got an in-home player already there who knows the system, even though they have a new system because they got a new coach with Frank Vogel. So it's gonna be crazy to see how Phoenix actually turns out with that. And I don't know. Where will Paul George and Kawhi be next season when it starts? Where will Dame Lillard be? A lot of questions still to be known. The Travis that I have behind me is the khaki one, the tan khaki one. I was able to catch up on that. I have a video about that a little while ago. I won a pair of the Jordan 1 OG Lucky Green, or not Lucky Green, whatever green when it was. And when you got there, I got there early enough, and they had leftover pairs of Travis Scott's, and they had my lucky size, 12 and a half. Like, I'm a 13 normally, but in Jordan 6s, I'm a 12 and a half. And they had a 12 and a half. I'm like, this is fake. This has to be for me. A 12 and a half, if it was a 13, I probably would have got it and flipped it. 11 or 12, I probably would have did the same thing, but it was a 12 and a half. If it was a 13, I probably would have kept it too. Let me take that back. If it was a 13, I probably would have kept it too because I could fit a 13, but the perfect fit in a Jordan 6 is a 12 and a half for me personally. I mean, not the olives one. The olives ones are dope too, though. The olive 6s are dope. A lot of dope Travis Scott selections out there, bro. But shout out to Jerry West for the honesty. You know what I mean? Bradley Beal becoming a Phoenix Sun. So they got a new coach, Vogel, a new player added. There's rumors about Kyrie. There's rumors about John Wall. There's rumors about Westbrook. John Wall seems like it might be the best fit for that team. Even though I just said Kyrie wouldn't make sense, I feel like John Wall has already accepted his role as being, I don't want to say second tier player, but coming off the bench and wrecking havoc on that second unit. He was doing that with the Clippers for a little while. I know Westbrook's willing to take that opportunity, that role also, but I just think he fits better with the Clippers in LA where he's from, and he knows how to play with Paul George and Kawhi. Or if they're not there, he still can be himself and the Clippers still are exciting to watch. For my sake of a fan for the Clippers, I would rather have Westbrook there because at least you're gonna see him going hard and trying to sneak and win games. Even if Paul George and Kawhi is out, if Westbrook's on the court, he's gonna do as much as he can to help the team win. You know what I mean? So the Phoenix should just stay put and just add solid role players around him. But I don't know what's gonna happen with Dame or Kyrie. You know, it remains to be seen. And I'm glad to see that even I'm sure not the only one, but I'm glad to see that somebody from the Golden State Warriors already admitted that it's kind of weird Chris Paul coming to the team based on their past history. You know what I mean? Cool. Klay Thompson said it. They had some wars, Clippers and Golden State. Paul and just when slow down. When Chris Paul was playing for the Clippers, when he played for Houston, they were going at war with Golden State every time. So now he's just on the team now. That's weird. But it is what it is. It's a business, and he could definitely help that second unit, just like John Wall could definitely help the second unit for Phoenix. And it kind of makes sense there. You know what I mean? But we have to see how it all turns out. There's still more moves to be made, and we shall see how it should be done. You know, other than that, we rocking out. Came across some things out there. Maybe you should go check the stores too if you're doing the retail arbitrage thing. Stay tuned to the channel, of course. Harden wants to be. It's weird because I'm hearing that he wanted to. You know, there's been talks of him maybe going back to Houston, but then I just heard the reports that they might be trying to extend him in Philly. You know, which is crazy because wait, is Doc Rivers still a coach of the Sixers? Or is he out? Because it's weird. I heard Doc Rivers saying that it was kind of difficult to coach James Harden. And then I already thought James Harden was on his way to Houston because that was just the talks. But then I'm hearing that Harden's going to stay with them. Oh, Harden picks up the option and wants to be traded. Okay. No, Doc was fired. So that's probably why this very recent report of them trying to work it out with James Harden makes sense then. Because I thought James was out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, former Raptors coach. That's right. So that might entice James to maybe renege on his thoughts. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he still wants to go back to Houston, which means he's just going back to Houston to play, like just to go play and finish out his career. He's not going back to play for a ring. You know what I'm saying? Because him and Jaylen Brown is not a good enough combo to make any significant noise or make anybody fearful. They just would look really good on paper. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they got a lot of youthful players, young talent. So him going back to Houston would just be him trying to get back to where he was king at and just write his career off being the man in Houston, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, if that's what you want to do. Everybody has their own career path on what they want, if they really want a ring or not. You know. Portland, a Dame staying in Portland doesn't mean he really wants a ring. He's content, you know, I feel truthfully, because if it's about winning a ring, you have to go to somebody else. Both those guys do. I mean, for James Harden, it would make sense for him to stay in the East. He would have a better or easier path to get to the finals or Eastern Conference Finals with the team he already has, you know what I'm saying? And them adding pieces with a new coach and a new type of system. So him going to Houston would just be just going back to just play basketball, not going back to play for rings, you know, in my opinion. Could be wrong. He could think he could think he knows something we don't know, and they might make some moves and be able to be a title contender. Who knows? It shall remain to be seen. You know, hit the like button while you're here or before you leave, or if you're watching it on the replay, make sure you hit the like button, leave some comments in the comment section. I'm about to end this live stream and get into some more stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Deuces.